Here we are, life cycle. All right, so pineapples are normally grown in the full sun. Bit of a hole in the ginger here. I cut some out and gave it to some friends so they could plant their gardens. So we have pineapples that are normally grown in the full sun. That's how it's done. These actually should have had, it's missing a couple of things as far as the consortium. There's some mistakes I made. As far as the consortium is concerned, I should have had a capsicum every 1 metre between these pineapples to take advantage of the life cycle gap. There's a gap there. They didn't germinate because I directly sowed them. I should have sowed seedlings. So there's a hole in the life cycle part of the consortium in that regard. So back to the pineapples. There's some weeds, but they're no big deal for me at this point. They're not taking over. They're just sitting in there and occupying strata. Again, quite poor pigeon pea. This should be very big plants by now. Quite poor. Should have been castor oil in retrospect. Anyway, I'll try that next season. But as what'll happen over time is within around the 1 year mark, I'll harvest this ginger, which would be in about another 7-8 months. And these eucalypts will get a very full-on prune, and the bananas will be cut right back after they, well, you know, I don't know if they're going to bunch exactly at the right time when I want these, when the ginger's going to come out, but what will happen is a lot of light will come in, and that'll trigger the flowering of these pineapples. Beautiful, healthy things that they are. Happy bromeliads. And it'll bring a lot more light in, and the flowering will be triggered. Growth signals will start again after the removal and pruning of all the plants. And the ginger will be replanted in here as the whole growth pulse begins again. And within 2 years, we'll have fruit of pineapples. Probably 20 months, maybe 18 months, something like that. So that's the way it all works together in a life cycle. And in about 3 years, the papaya will be probably past their peak. And within the 3 years, we're going to be really managing citrus by then. There's citrus everywhere in here, and they're moving in slowly to take the space of a lot of other plants, particularly the bananas. These ladyfingers will probably go in about 4 years. Plus, you know, they'll be nursing jackfruit, and the jackfruit will be up and we'll be cropping jackfruit in 7 years. So between 7 and 10 years, we'll say goodbye to the citrus and be managing a jackfruit crop for quite an extended period of time. You may notice, if I can point them out to you, there's melons everywhere. Where are they? There's one. They're sugar babies, they're little ones. And they're part of the life cycle. They're a 3-month crop that occupy low strata. They're not in the way of anything. They don't harm anything. And they help support the growth of other things through their own vigour. I can't remember what the name of the hormone is. Many melons. I actually could have planted twice the amount of melons. I planted the melons at 50%, but I actually could have planted the melons at 100%, getting, you know, well over 300% for the whole area. Again, magnificent eucalypts that are just really underpinning the growth, the vigour in behind the system at this point.